Baseball is back, and the first pitch is on Netflix. The New York Yankees, led by 7-time All-Star Aaron Judge, head to the San Francisco Bay to take on Rafael Devers' San Francisco Giants. This season kicks off with one exclusive opening night game. Watch MLB Opening Night, the New York Yankees versus the San Francisco Giants, live on Netflix. Wednesday, March 25th at 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific.
LinkedIn is pretty great at a lot of things, like helping you tap into the latest trends and insights in your field. We cannot stop your coworker from tapping her pencil. LinkedIn can help you find new jobs that align with your career goals. We cannot help you find the source of that weird smell in the office fridge. Ew. And while we can't stop your coworkers from bringing their hobbies into the office, LinkedIn can help you bring your career to the next level. LinkedIn is the network that works for you.
Ladies and gentlemen, Golfweek Amateur Tour proudly presents Golfweek Amateur Tour, the podcast, talking about all things Golfweek Amateur Tour, including interviews with tour directors, players, and course professionals. Now here are your hosts, Tim Newman and El Paso Las Cruces Tour Director, Chris Rocha.
Welcome home, bud. No more traveling for you for a while? Or what do you got?
No, well, besides local tournaments that are, 2-3 hour drives, no flying. Let's say that for a while.
No flying for a while. Okay.
I'm exhausted.
How was TSA?
Wasn't bad.
Wasn't
bad at all. I know I kept seeing videos of Houston 4-hour waits, but I think the World Baseball Classic is also being played in Houston, so that might be an issue.
Okay.
That people aren't taking into account and they're just saying it's the shutdown. I don't know, but no, I think the most we waited, because we have pre-check, was 10 minutes maybe.
Okay. Well, I'm heading to Dallas, and I don't stand in line. If there's a line, I just go home. It doesn't matter if it's a restaurant somewhere else. So we'll see what happens here in a couple days. Anyway, well, I'm glad you're back.
I'm too, man. It was tiring. My body hurts in places I never thought it hurt. I'm just trying to heal up for my next tournaments. But man, we did this thing called Activate on the last day because we had to wait some time. Our flight wasn't till late, and I don't know if you've seen those videos where they're like walls of buttons and you have to push different colors and run around the room or dodge lasers, and we did that, and yeah, my body ain't the way it used to be, so that beat me.
Dude, you're only 40. You better get over it.
I need to start working out again. I'm in golf shape, and we all know golf shape ain't.
Instagram teen accounts have automatic protections for what teens see and who can contact them, plus time management tools. And Instagram will continue adding built-in safety features to help create age-appropriate experiences. Learn more about teen accounts and Instagram's ongoing work to protect teens online at instagram.com/teen accounts.
It ain't like that.
Well, get it together, man, because it's it's the middle of March already. And Jen and I were talking this past weekend when they had a few tournaments, and from here on out, each weekend until the end of April, number of tournaments are going to start increasing, and because we're rolling into all the tours getting going, and even the ones up north. So we got about another 2 or 3 weeks before they get going. But like I said, as each weekend progresses, we're going to start having more and more tournaments, so more and more places for people to play.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun. I'm excited. I mean, we're getting to that
You
point
look
now
like it.
where we're getting to that point now where it's all kicking off, man. And uh, I said last time, I think for at least for my tour this year is gonna be something special. So
Well,
can't wait.
I hung out with Dennis the other night.
Okay.
Okay. Got home late, as I'm sure you would understand.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
And he brought it up what a good job you're doing. He notices.
Oh.
So we talked about a number of tours. Lots of good things going on. And we'll just kind of segue into the episode here. I told him what you did in Orlando and did interviews like that. He said that's a great idea. If we're traveling, we should be doing that and getting them posted. I mean, that's like a new value add there. Again, we talked about a bunch of different tours, tour directors, lots of good stuff. So today's episode, we got tour director who we haven't talked to in a while, and we're gonna have your winners from Orlando.
Mm-hmm.
Now,
yeah.
So let's just go ahead and bring Scott Parker in from the Alabama tour. Scott, it's good to see you, bud.
Hey, man.
And before we even get started, I don't know if you remember way back when we first started the podcast a couple years ago. You gave us probably our first critique of the music.
I did.
So I appreciate that, and I'm sure lots of other people appreciate that critique too, because we probably would still be using it, because the music we're using now is the one we actually changed to. And Chris keeps saying we've got to change our intro, and we probably do, but just get busy.
Yeah, that was bad. I'm glad it changed.
Well, I'm glad you like it.
I won't say what I said before, man. I'm going to say.
Actually, maybe what I'll do is I'll put that as a little segment in there when I do the edit, so people can remember exactly what it was. We'll see. We'll see.
Ew, that's dangerous.
But Scott, you haven't been on since then, and it's not for lack of trying from both of us here. And like I told you right before we got on, I didn't realize that you had a senior tour, and this is this I think this is your fourth year doing it. The seniors?
Yeah, this is going into fourth year. I believe it's fourth, maybe fifth. I can't even remember. Years are starting to run together.
And that's what happens with the tour, because it's you generally don't get a whole lot of time off. You get 2 months, but even in that 2 months, you're still working, getting things ready to go. So 4 could turn into 10 real quick. But your senior tour it's growing, man. You got 8A players. They got you in the champ flight, which I like to see.
Yeah, I like to donate my money to them every now and then when I get to play. But yeah, we started out the first year. We had a good, a decent turnout. I think we had like 50 our first year, and then had a little bit of a downturn the second year. But it's kind of to be expected when you're trying new things, And then since that second year, it's just grown every year. And I think last year we ended up with right at 90 players, 93 players, I think maybe. And I'm already expecting us to be well above that this year. So,
well, you're at 84 right now, according to the website, and you haven't even started yet. I mean, so you've got
started yet. First tournament's coming up next weekend, and I actually had to go to the course and ask for more tee times for the first tournament because we sold out like
Not a bad thing.
January. Yeah.
But that's a good problem to have, especially at a course like the links at Purcell Farms. I mean, that's a good way to kick things off.
Yeah. We started that last year. You know, we did the senior regional out there last year, and it was a pretty good turnout. But like, I did a golf week tournament. I've been doing golf week tournaments out there for a couple of years, and it's always a big draw. So
right. And that's what you open up your season with Golf Week this coming weekend. Obviously, this is going to come out after that, but you got a nice 2-day event out there.
Yeah, we got 100-player field for 2 days, and it was sold out at the end of January.
Again, that's such a good way to start because it really gets the momentum going. Right from the get go, and gets people interested and gets those prize pools up, the skins games up, and those types of things.
Yeah, I decided this year I wanted to do more 2-day tournaments. And like I said, Farm Links is always a big draw. It's we're getting people from Indianapolis this weekend and Atlanta, and I mean there's last year we did a tournament out there and we had people from Chicago and Milwaukee playing. So I mean it's always a big draw, especially when it's this early in the year. Mm-hmm. You get a lot of the snowbirds and stuff coming down to wanting to get out of the snow. So.
I don't know if you could hear, the lead into this. The number of tournaments each weekend now is creeping up, and now it's really like you said when we start getting people coming down from north because their season is going to open up in probably about 3 weeks.
Yeah.
So they're getting that itch and they're getting ready.
Yeah, it's really starting to ramp up. Like we, maybe 3 weeks ago we had another little cold snap, and I'm sure we'll have another one at Easter here. But it's it's in the 80s today, so and pollen's everywhere.
Pollen's everywhere.
Thank God for Flonase.
So when I lived up north, pollen didn't get there till about April, right? April, May is what it is. But here, it comes in March and still stays until June.
The worst thing, the pollen's terrible. Like everything's just yellow for a month. The worst thing that's blooming right now is those Bradford pear trees that are just like they're everywhere here. And I went to the chiropractor yesterday, and I told my chiropractor I'm about to pull a reverse Johnny Appleseed and just go start cutting every pear tree I sit down. It is killing them.
I feel that.
What do you got in El Paso, Chris? Is it pollen?
It's pollen, yeah, but when not having it for 12 days and coming in, it's destroyed me.
Yeah.
I had to go back to Florida.
You got Texas pollen.
Yeah. It's no fun. That's what took me out for 3 months last year. Remember? Missed because I was just not having it. So we'll see what happens.
Well, Scott, let's look at your senior schedule because again, you've got this is what a lot of people don't understand. You travel pretty much all over the state of Alabama, and there are good courses, top to bottom, left to right, that are some of the best in the country, really. Once you get on the Trent Jones Golf Trail, none of those courses are bad.
I'm spoiled here in Alabama. I've got some of the best public golf in the country. Period. I know you talk about Florida and you talk about Arizona and you talk about California. Alabama is sneaky good when it comes to golf.
It is.
You've got the trail, you've got Purcell Farms. You've got all the courses down at the beach, and we like to do that 2-day tournament with Mississippi down at the beach every year. It makes my job easy. All I have to do is just get the players in.
Yeah. And you've been doing it long enough. I'm sure the relationship there it's really just okay that this weekend we want to come, book it and move on.
Yeah, I call the pros at the course and say, hey, these are a couple weekends I got available. Which one works best for y'all? Everything just smooth as it can be. And I try, we try to use as much of the trail as we can.
Mm-hmm.
Some of the sites are a little too busy for us. The main ones,
Right.
Birmingham, Montgomery, places like that. But
mm-hmm.
all the good ones they're super easy to deal with.
Yeah, but even if those ones that are always busy, even if you can get on them once every 2 or 3 years,
oh yeah,
that's again, you're only you're only going to be on this course every third year. It's going to sell out like that, right?
It's the only problem with those sites is usually the pricing.
Yep.
They before COVID, we could go into any course and say, hey, we're going to bring you a guaranteed number of golfers, and they would jump at it. And now there's so much public play, they don't need us.
Right.
Especially those super busy sites, and they just they're going to give me a astronomical price, and if we take it, okay.
That's everywhere though. It seems like now.
Yeah, it is. And I'm looking at your prices. I'm on the senior site right now. Even still, they're not too bad. I mean, you got Dancing Rabbit, a 2-day at Dancing Rabbit for $305. That's not.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a pretty good price, right? I mean,
yeah.
I'm looking up and down. I don't know, and I haven't really looked at the Golfweek side. There's no one on there that I'm just looking at and saying, no, it's too high. So you're still doing a good job.
For instance, Purcell Farms next weekend on the senior side, it's $200 for the tournament. If you get on Golf Now right now and try to book a Saturday round at Purcell Farms, do you know how much it'll cost?
What we got?
$200.
$250?
$330.
You gotta be kidding me.
And I'm charging $200 for the tournament. So, I mean, that's like, Golf week coming in this weekend is a 2-day tournament. I'm charging $380 for 2 days.
$380.
AI is incredible. It can teach you how to fry an egg and even write a poem, pirate style. Yarr! But it knows nothing about your work. Slackbot is different. It doesn't just know the facts. It knows your schedule. It can turn a brainstorm into a brief. And it doesn't need to be taught. Because Slackbot isn't just another AI. It's AI that knows your work as well as you do. Visit slack.com/meet Slackbot to learn more.
That's almost 1 day to play there.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Let's just put it this way.
That comes from a relationship of one. My stepson worked out there for 2 years while he was in high school, knowing the pro, being local, always trying to run the tournaments the right way. It's, when you can keep a good pace of play, they're more likely to invite you back. That is the one thing that I preach on tour. And you can ask any of my players. I have a rule that is firm. Regardless of where we play, you play fast, you suck faster.
Yep.
That's it.
I love it, but you're absolutely right, and a lot of guys don't get the relationship about if we're taking forever to play, what that actually does long term, right? That either they're going to jack the prices up, or they're not going to.
It's not just affecting that tournament.
Right.
It's affecting anything in the future. If they do have us back, they're going to charge us an astronomical price. And there has been times where we've been asked, just don't come back.
Mm-hmm.
Just don't even ask.
Yeah. And so that's what guys have to understand. I get it. I mean, but there's, to me, there's no excuse to to be playing over 5 hours in a tournament. Even 4.5, I'm going okay, but I'll bend a little bit, but over 5 hours, no way.
So
move on.
Our average pace of play last year was around 4 hours and 40 minutes for a tournament.
That's awesome.
Wow, that's awesome.
But that's me sending it out every email, every single communication I do with anybody.
Mm-hmm.
I've got to maintain pace of play.
Yeah.
And I don't put it on just like one individual. I put it on everybody in that group. It's your job to make sure everybody's playing fast. If you get out of position, you've got to speed up. And there has been times when I've had to do stroke penalties for pace of play, and I don't like doing that, but that's honestly the only way you can enforce it.
Right. But when you have what you have, a culture of I'm not saying playing fast. I'm saying playing regular speed golf, right? We're not rushing you. It's regular speed golf.
Just play ready golf.
And you do that, and then that becomes the culture. I'm sure those times when it does go longer, you do have to issue those penalties. It's everybody understands it, right? So it's not just that group. Everybody's looking at you and saying, Scott, you see this? What are you going to do? You're going to give the penalties, right? And because if you don't, then what happens is that culture goes away. As long as it took you to build that culture will be gone in 10 seconds.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. It takes forever to build it, and it takes just a second to get rid of it.
Yeah. So I think that's awesome, especially with some of these courses that you're playing, and on the Golfweek side. I mean, what's your average number at a tournament Golfweek?
We get into summertime, we're usually averaging 60 at a tournament, which is, that's almost a perfect number. There's some, depending on the course, it can get up to 72 or 80, but typically we're right around 60.
And again, you go right back to it. If you're playing slow and you're playing tee times,
yep.
And I've been there. That those last groups come trickling in, and it's they're the ones that are really suffering from probably the second or third group that goes out.
Yeah. That is always my biggest fear when we do a tournament. So you try to do your pairings where you've got, or maybe I got a slow guy, I can put him with a faster guy, and they can kind of even each other out,
Right.
And they're in the second or third group, and then the entire tournament is out of whack just because of one bad hole or something. Yes. We had that last year. We had a tournament at Timberline. I hate to call out Timberline, but they had this crazy idea that you can play a tournament round in 4 hours with 72 golfers.
Oh.
We finished the tournament in 4 hours and 35 minutes, but that wasn't fast enough for them. And like their marshals are hounding our guys, and I'm trying to explain to the pros, like, 15 minutes a hole is plenty.
Yeah.
That's plenty of time. And
it is. It is.
Some places just, it's been crazy since COVID. Let's put it that way.
Well, the problem that I see since COVID is they get more money per round, and then they try and squeeze more people in on top of that, right?
Yeah.
And again, I get it, it's a business, and you got to. I get all that, but when when you pack too many people in on tee time intervals that don't actually work with the way the course is set up, that's what you're going to get. You're going to get slow play. You're going to get backups. When you let's put it this way: if you've got 5 people backed up on a par 3, or 3 groups backed up on a par 3, to me that's more about course management from the course side than it is about slow play from the player side.
Yep.
So
Definitely.
Anywho, let's talk about fun stuff. So you've been tour director for a while now. What's the best thing that you like about being a tour director as opposed to just being a player? Because you were just a player and then you transitioned in. So what do you like about being a tour director?
It's all the guys, all the people I've got to meet over the years. You know, not just my tour, but you know, traveling around playing regionals and going to nationals. And I mean, I've made friends all over the country. Just, you know. I was a player since 2014 and been a director since 2020. So that's a lot of tournaments and a lot of people I cross paths with.
Yeah. Yeah. I kind of chuckle as you say that, you know, as you mentioned, you know, you've been able to be home for a while, not doing any traveling, and it's going to start picking up. But that's the truth. I mean, how many different guys have you met over 12 years?
Oh Lord,
it's
got to be in the hundreds.
Yeah,
hundreds,
and
thousands.
You know, the courses you play, the good times, the struggling times, and then your guys are still with you when it's struggling. You know, when you're going through personal issues and they're still there picking you up and picking up slack for you. This tour. It's more than just golf, and we talk about it a lot, but it's more than just the golf.
Oh, it is. It's like I said, I've got people I've met that I could call them today and say, "Hey, I need some help," and they'd show up. And it's people that I've met just playing golf. I mean, it's crazy how easy it is to meet people on the golf course. And a lot of times I'll go play tournaments and people ask me if I want to be paired with certain people. I don't. I want to play with random people every time I hear some ball.
Yeah. And well, say I'm the same way, but like if Chris goes to, let's just say, you know, Chris went to a tournament in Dallas, and I had a guy from Atlanta going to a tournament in Dallas. I sent Chris and what's his name? I forgot his name. Dwayne an email. I said, I know these are from different tours, but I want you to make sure you pair Chris and this guy, because I know this guy and Chris are going to get along really great. And Chris and Jamil made a friendship, and now every time they see each other or play together in a regional or national championship, I get a video of it. You know, so it's those types of things. You know.
Yeah, that's like where was I at? Maybe Arizona a couple of years ago. The first time I met Randy Merrill, that he helps with Vegas. I mean, I text Randy on his birthday every year and say, "Hey man, happy birthday."
That's awesome. And
just anytime something comes up, you know, we like to talk trash with each other. You know, it's all in good fun.
It is. It's easy to talk trash with Randy, though.
Oh, it is. Yeah, he makes it super easy.
So as a tour director, it's very difficult to play and be good, or get better, or win tournaments. So how do you actually manage your game and your mindset as you're playing and running a tournament, when you get a chance to do that?
I have very little expectations.
Okay.
I usually don't get to warm up, so it takes me 7 or 8 holes to get in the swing of things. You could probably go back and look at my tournament scores, and the front 9 is usually bad and the back 9 is usually pretty good, but it's just that way.
Life gets a lot easier once you start using Shipt same-day delivery. With Shipt, connect with reliable shoppers who go to your fave national and local stores for you. They hand-select everything on your list, so you get peace of mind and time back for anything. More time to sip coffee, more time to work out, more time to enjoy your way. Try Shipt today with a 14-day free trial. Download the Shipt app or visit shipt.com. Terms apply.
And it takes a little while to kind of settle down once you get into the tournament. You know, you always worried, is something going on at the clubhouse, or somebody got a problem at check-in, or But we got a good group, good team that helps me with all the tournaments. So it's when they're there and I get to play, it's always a good time. I know a lot of the guys last year. I didn't play as much last year. Trish, she helps me with everything. She took a new job and she was doing real estate too. So it was hard for me to ask her to come out to tournaments on weekends last year. So I tried to handle most of it myself, and it was a learning experience.
Yeah. Well, again, what a lot of people don't understand, they see that partnership and they see the help there, but what they don't realize is it can't be done. And it can't be done well unless you have that good partnership and you have that support.
I can promise you, she is the one that made that tour go. And everybody was mad last year when they would come to check in and they had to look at me instead of looking at her.
They're mad at you. They're not upset with her. They're mad at you.
They're mad at me. Like, I don't know if you're doing nice to her. Where is she at?
Exactly. Exactly. Well, as we're looking at these two schedules, the golf week and the senior, and you can't pick the same course for each one. What is the can't miss? If you're coming down to Alabama and you're going to play in one tournament, what's the can't miss for each tour?
Silver Lakes.
Is that for golf week or is that for senior? Because you got to pick. They got to be different.
Well, if you're gonna come down for seniors, I would say Silver Lakes.
Okay.
My first year as a tour director, you and Jen came over and took some photos. Mm-hmm. Silver Lakes is actually the hardest golf course in Alabama. It's the U.S. Open qualifier site for the state every year. And they use it for a reason. And but it's always in great shape. It is always in great shape. Golf week this year, we're changing up our beach tournament. Normally we would use Craft Farms, but this year we're going to Lost Key. We're actually moving into Florida.
Okay.
So Lost Key is a Jack Nicklaus course, and they like the nickname for the course is Lost Ball.
Okay.
You can imagine. It's not a Jack Nicklaus. It's an Arnold Palmer course. A lot of blind tee shots on that course, but it is, if you ever get to play a practice round there before you actually play a tournament round, you will love it. Because as long as you pick your lines, it's a fun place to play.
Awesome. And that's a 320 for 2 days on August 1st and 2nd.
At the beach.
Man. Again, you've got great courses, and again, I'm looking at these prices. They're not bad. It's amazing. It's amazing.
Yeah, I do my best. Some of our competitors have they continually raise their prices every year.
Mm-hmm.
I don't do that. If the course is giving me the same price, I'm not going up on price.
Right.
I don't want to lose money doing this, but I'm not trying to gouge people. I'm trying to keep people coming back.
Mm-hmm. And that's the other thing too. Margins are small to begin with, and it's not like, let's just say you raise it $5. Is that $5? Is that going to make or break what It's
not going to make that big a deal in my life.
Right.
As long as I'm not losing money, I don't care.
Yeah. That to me is the key as well. You got to make sure your expenses are taken care of, and that you're providing that good service, and the players are getting the value for it. Outside of that, whatever. It's
like I said, we've got a great core group, both tours, and you've been around some of them. We have no sense at all.
Well, it's true, but and we haven't talked to Corbin Holt in a while, and tell him when you see him this weekend that I'm pulling for him to that this has got to be his year.
It's got
Win a
to.
national
I mean, there's been too many crazy things happen to him at national.
Yeah.
That guy is he's an unbelievable golfer. Unbelievable golfer. He doesn't get to play quite as much as he used to. He's got 2 baby girls now.
That's what happens. Be careful.
Be careful. He could probably go 6 months without playing and still beat me by 20. So,
but he's just a natural. I mean, because the first time we talked, he didn't pick up golf till later in
his senior year in high school.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he was a wrestler in high school.
Wow.
Yeah. Just unbelievably athletic. But we've got that is always, that was the first thing that you and Dennis told me when I took over as a director. You got to build a tour with a champ flight.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I've tried to do. I've tried to go out and having Corbin was the first player that I didn't know, that I had never played with before.
Mm-hmm.
He was the first player that I met at my first tournament as director. And he has been an unbelievable recruiter.
Yeah.
He brings it because he knows people that I can't get to.
You can't get to. Right. That's the key.
I don't know that game.
Mm-hmm. And it's not like you can go to a course, right, and get in a game like that. And this is not a knock on you. It's not a knock on anybody. You can't go there and get in the game and then be taken seriously. Like
No.
come play. That's the issue, right?
No, I mean, I'm a 12 handicap. I'm a good golfer, but
right,
I can't. Corbin is a plus. I can't play with that.
Yeah, right. So,
but that's
well, Scott. Thank you so much for spending some time with us. I'm glad we finally got to catch up, and I know you're going to do really well, and good luck with your first year of seniors. I mean, I had no idea.
Well, I'm glad you finally caught on. So.
I'm slow. I'll come around. I'll come around. Yeah. But to everybody I said hi. If there's anything we can do for you, let us know, and we'll see you soon.
I will. I hope to see y'all this year at Nationals. I know the last couple of years has been something crazy every year, but I'm hoping to get back over there this year.
I hope so too. All right, bud. Let's take a break from the show to hear about Strixon's ZX Mark II irons.
A great iron set needs more than good looks. It's gotta be fast and gotta be pure. But good looks never hurt either. The all-new ZX Mark II irons from Strixon.
We talked a little bit about Scott, before he came on, and him being one of our first guests, however many years ago. He was very. If you remember, he was pretty adamant about that first song that it was not appropriate and it had to go.
I mean, at least he pointed it out. If he hadn't pointed it out, we would have gone a whole season. Who knows? We might have been still using the same song.
Well, we may still been using
it. Anything to us, and that could have been the butt of all jokes for our podcast. So we kind of have to thank him for that because
we do.
It saved us a lot.
We probably would still be using because the song that we're using now is only the second song. It's not. It's the
right.
It was the one that replaced it with, and I think it is time. And I think I said this last year too, but I think it's time to get a new opening, and we'll do that before next year starts. It's not going to happen before this year ends. It'll happen before next year starts. Let's just put it that way.
Right. No, I like it, but it was funny the way he brought it up, and I don't think you and me noticed until that happened, and the second he said it, we immediately knew.
Exactly.
Bad.
Yeah, it was. It's funny, but in seriousness, I mean, he's done a heck of a job the last few years in Alabama with both the Golfweek side and the senior side, and again, I didn't realize he had a senior side. He's had it for 3 years, but We've got to be better.
He's
We have to be better with the seniors. I mean, that's the bottom line. And I'm throwing you in there on that as well.
That's fine, but I mean, think of it this way though. He's making moves in the seniors, and that's what got us to notice.
He is. Mm-hmm.
So, no diss on all the other senior tours because they're all doing great things. But the fact that he's making some moves, at the 4-ball, I got to meet some of the seniors and talk with them, and they love being on the show. So, I mean, yeah, we need to make a better commitment on it, but it's just kudos to him and what he's doing over there to be able to elevate that tour the best he can.
Yeah, and doing a great job, like I said, with both Golf Weekend and seniors. By the time this comes out, his first 2-day event for...
The world moves fast. Your workday, even faster. Pitching products, drafting reports, analyzing data. Microsoft 365 Copilot is your AI assistant for work. Built into Word, Excel, PowerPoint, and other Microsoft 365 apps you use. Helping you quickly write, analyze, create, and summarize. So you can cut through clutter and clear a path to your best work. Learn more at Microsoft.com/M365 Copilot.
Golf week will be over, so I'm sure that went really well as well. Yeah.
It's been a long 4 weeks for us.
It has.
Having to do interviews here and there and not in our realm with our background. So everyone give us a break. We're trying to recuperate. You just got back from a trip.
I did.
And I mean, airlines right now are insane. Airports are insane. So,
well, I'm just going to tell you, the airport lied to me. I was actually in Dallas this past week, and the airport said security was going to be 3 hours, and I was at a conference, so I dipped out, and I get to the airport, and it literally said 2 minutes to get through security.
It was just prepping you. I didn't know you had TSA on your private air jet.
It's crazy, but yeah. We'll talk about this in the closing, but I got in about 2 in the morning, and
Sam,
unless I'm out having bourbon, getting in 2 in the morning just doesn't work for me.
Same.
So let's go ahead and
in the closing.
Yeah, we'll talk about that in the closing. But let's go ahead and listen to interviews from the winners from your trip in Orlando.
Yeah. All right, we're here. Made a trip out to Orlando. It's hot. It's humid. Not used to it, and did not have a good day. But we're here with the Orlando director.
Thanks, Cimarola. Yeah.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you for being here. It's really nice of you to come out.
Yeah, man. Family vacation. Look, what's great about this tour is you can take a trip anywhere, and 90% of the time there's a tournament happening around you.
Well, I tell you, I think probably our tour gets more national players than anybody, maybe, because people come to Orlando a lot.
I'm pretty sure.
Especially this time of year.
Yeah, with all the family things to do.
Yeah.
Bring everybody.
Might not want to be here in June and July, although that's when it gets busy out at Disney and everything. So, so thanks for coming out, checking us out. This is our second year, so we're trying to get better each time.
Yeah. We had a good turnout today. 60 plus players.
Yeah, we did actually. In fact, I could have taken more, except for the course, filled up basically.
Right.
So, yeah, I was happy about that. We're always trying to figure out how to get a little bit more people playing, and makes it better for everybody, really.
For sure.
Bigger purses and bigger skins games and all that good stuff.
Yeah, I mean, you had a great time. Course was tough. College course, I didn't realize that.
Yes, the UCF is about a mile away. So I think when I went to school there, I used to play over here. That was a long time ago. But they just redid their greens last year, and I think it's this time of year, some of the courses aren't always in the greatest shape.
Right.
I think this one was at least pretty good.
No, it was great. Greens were diabolical at some spots.
Yeah.
I mean, you read right to left, and it's going the opposite way.
Going the other way.
It can get real frustrating on normal, but
Were they rolling pretty good?
They were rolling true. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that's the main thing. Really, that's what people are looking for at good greens, right?
For sure.
You know, the rest of it, you can kind of maneuver around a little bit.
That's what I always say. As long as the greens are good and the tee boxes are flat,
yeah,
we'll be okay.
We're good.
We'll figure out the rest.
That's right.
So what's to look forward to the rest of your season? Any events?
Well, it's only our second tournament of the year. But I think, I think all of them are pretty good. We're going to be at I think our next one's at a place called Black Bear. And actually last year, that was our biggest field of the year. We had over 80 people on that one. And then we'll be at like places like Reunion, Celebration. So there's some, Shingle Creek. So, I mean, these are some more high-end courses around Orlando. So we'll hit those a little bit later in the season. And then we've got a couple combo events with one with Tampa and then one with South Florida. So that's kind of fun. Hopefully those events could be a little bit bigger too.
Right.
And so yeah, I think it'll be a good season, hopefully.
Cool. Well, if anybody shares this video, what's your membership price right now?
Well, our membership price right now is $120.
Okay.
Now, what we'll do though is the first tournament you're playing, we'll cover your skins game for $20.
Okay.
So, playing the first one and get going on the money games.
Yeah. So everybody who listens who's from Florida,
would
definitely share it.
Oh yes, please do. Yeah, we'd love to have you. At least come on and give us a try.
I mean, you're over 100 members right now.
Well, we have about 120 members right now. Last year we got to 130, so I think we're a little ahead of pace. So maybe we'll do a little bit better this year.
Hopefully help you out, but I appreciate you having me out.
That's kind of you.
Have a great
trip with your family.
Appreciate it. We'll talk. Thanks. All right, we're here with Champ Flight winner James Daly. Any relation to John Daly?
No.
Oh, I tried. Tried a +3 today from the black tees.
It was a little.
The university tees.
Yeah, 7,000, a little over 7,000.
Man, those things were far back there.
Good test.
Every time I got that tee box, I looked back and said, nope, I'll stick with the blue tees. But +3, that's a pretty good round out here with the winds and all the conditions we had.
Yeah.
How'd it go?
It was a struggle out of the gate. I think I was 4 over through like 5 or 6.
Okay.
I came out here and just forgot how to swing a golf club, and then got it going. I think I made 4 birdies.
That's not bad.
And then I kind of got lazy mentally the last couple of holes, just knowing that I had it in hand, and missed a couple of short putts coming in that could have been even better. So
okay. I mean, the pin placements on some of these greens were tough. At least in my opinion.
A couple, yeah. Overall, it wasn't bad. It was a fair test. It was. I enjoy 7,000 every now and then, right? Test every part of your game. So.
Right, definitely. Any memorable shot you might have had, something that sticks out?
I half topped a hybrid out of a bunker on 2 that led to a double, so that's memorable for the wrong reason.
Right.
Nothing else really. I mean, I rolled in a couple of putts for birdies, but
that's normal for you.
Nothing that stuck out.
Yeah. I mean, so we always ask our Champ Flight guys when we have them on here.
Yep.
What advice would you give the higher handicap players? You come out here, you played 7,000 yards on a tough course.
Yep.
What advice would you give them so that they can improve their game?
That's a hard question to ask for someone. I mean, I'm a plus handicap, so I think about things from a very, very different perspective.
For sure.
The biggest thing is always improve your swing, right? And if you have the time, if you don't have the time, just have fun, right? Because swing changes take a lot of time.
Yeah,
a lot of time, and you can't do them on your own. So you've got to spend time, you got to spend money if you want to get better. So it's the higher handicaps. It's play fast, have fun, improve your swing if you have the time and you have somebody to work with.
Yeah.
Other than that, yeah.
I mean, that's the first time we've heard that. We usually hear course management, play your strengths, but I think that's great advice because if you have the time to get better, I mean, even one day out of the weekend at the range, working on your swing, like you said, everyone swings different.
Yeah.
But if you work on I think that's great advice.
And not to knock those guys. I mean, everybody's got to start somewhere. But, you're 15 plus handicap. You're going to hit it both ways often. So, course management, You don't improve through course management at that level. You got to be able to get the ball working one way so you know where it's going. Then you can manage the course. So that's you just got to improve. All right.
I like it.
Yeah.
So I'm not from here, but you're an Orlando
Yep.
Winner. Where are they going to see you next?
Mount Dora.
Okay.
Yeah, Mount Dora.
Well, again, congratulations.
Thank you, sir.
Well done.
Take care.
And good luck the rest of the season.
You got it, bud. Thanks.
All right, we're here with A-Flight champ, Mr. Matt Shrimp, plus 10.
Thank you.
Congratulations. Tell us how it went today.
Well, it was brutal. That was a long golf course for us. I mean, I think almost 7,000, probably somewhere in there. But it's fun to play those kind of rounds where it's not just easy or you know right in front of you. So fun to challenge yourself at times.
Yeah, you played where the champ flight guys played. I think he shot plus 3, the winner there. So I mean, plus 10 is respectable for A-Flight.
I was thrilled.
How did it go? Like, walk us through your round. You know, good, the bad, the ugly.
Short game struggled in places, which it has for quite some time. But I drove the ball really good, which I think was the most important thing. From that length, like getting the ball in play off the tee with enough length to where you can try and attack some of the greens. The greens are relatively small, so when you're hitting long irons or hybrids or something like that, you know, approaching from 180 to 200 yards, it makes it tough to hold the greens. So really just getting the ball in play off the tee with enough length to shorten the golf course a little bit.
Yeah, and they were mentioning you've won before. How many times have you won in the past?
I started playing in 2014, so it's been a while. I won once last year, probably overall since I came to Orlando in 2021, maybe 7 times.
Okay.
So
it made it sound like you were winning constantly.
Well, I've done well enough to where I finished second like 6 times last year. So I came close so I won the points last year, but sometimes it's tough. I've said it all the time. The A-Flight in Orlando, I think, is one of the toughest A-Flights around the country. We just have so many guys that can go out there and put up a good number. And, you know, even like today on a tough golf course, you know, you got 5, 6, 7 guys that any day could go out there and shoot mid-70s on a good day, make several birdies. And so to win one of these things always feels really good because it takes a lot of work to get it done.
For sure. Did you have any memorable shots that you might want to talk about?
Man, you know, I got up and down on 9 from the bunker. As bad as I played the hole, I got up and down the safe par there, which kind of helps keep some momentum. Had like 210 into 11 and hit like a 30-yard draw around the tree and got it just left of the green and then proceeded basically to 3-putt it and make bogey. So, but yeah, just the golf course made you focus on every shot. Like
Definitely
you just
did.
couldn't fall asleep or you could get penalized.
Right.
So we did what we could.
I mean, and those pins were kind of tough at some point.
There were a few that might have been on the questionable side. But no, it was a good challenge and always fun to get out here. More than anything, man, playing here since 2021, 5, 6 years in, I've made some of my best friends playing out here. Yeah. So a lot of times, whether you play good or bad, getting out here with some of your friends and playing, getting some of those competitive juices flowing is always nice.
Yeah, I mean, and you're used to the humidity, you're used to all that.
Yeah, we've acclimated. I came from South Carolina originally, so we were accustomed to the heat there, but it's kind of different here. So a little
very different. Very different.
So,
well, again, congratulations.
Thank you, Chris.
Well done. And we'll see you at Nationals, maybe?
Yeah, should be there.
All right.
Thank you.
All right, B-Flight champ Tyler Russo, plus 14, I believe?
Plus 14, correct.
Hold it.
Plus 14, correct.
Yep. Man, it was rough out there. I was B-Flight. I thought I was going to be good. But you were single digit for a while.
I was, yeah, that's correct. Couple of doubles. I think I might have thrown a triple in there, but I know that in the B-Flight, there's going to be bogeys made, so I just kept my head up and tried playing through it, and I guess it worked out.
Right, and it came down to the wire. At one point, I think the guy who got second was tied with you on his last hole.
Correct.
Bogeyed it. Were you ready to go to a playoff, or you were kind of over it?
I was sitting in the golf cart with the clubs on the back, still waiting. And then once I saw the end of making the bogey, I knew that I was more than likely looking good. So the clubs in the car came in, and I'm getting ready to eat some lunch.
There you go. Talk about your round. The good, the bad, the ugly.
It started off pretty good. The tee box shots were killing me throughout the first couple of holes. But like I said, I knew that I had to stay focused and just keep hitting good shots. The putter was not working at all today. It's probably why I shot 14 over. It would have been a little better if I made some putts. But just keep it in play. Don't put your head down. Stay through it. And that's what we did today.
So you've been playing in B-Flight for a while?
Yeah, this is my second year, I guess, second and a half year, because I signed up 3 seasons ago, like halfway through.
Okay.
Started in the A-Flight and kind of got worse over time. So then I got put in the B flight, and I've been here since. So just trying to play better as I get through it. Hopefully get into the A flight, play against those guys. Just trying to up my game.
For sure. Is this your first win?
This is my second win, actually, of this season. I started off at Duran in the South Florida flight and won that one by like 1 stroke, and then I ended up winning this one in 1 stroke. So we're on the brinks every single time. So
Hey, that's good. I know I've been there a couple times, couple seasons, and it's nice to be in contention every round.
Yep.
And then finally get it, over the hump. Anything that might have stand out today? Long putt, you might have made a chip.
Honestly, it's just the greens of regulation. The greens were definitely tough. Like I said, my putter wasn't working. But if I knew I can get to the green and at least give myself a tap in putt to save par, then just keep moving on. That's what we ended up doing.
Right. Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
Well
Appreciate
done.
it.
And we'll see you hopefully at Nationals.
We're gonna see. It depends on the money situation.
Right.
We'll see what happens.
All right. Have a good one.
Thanks.
All right. Sea Flight champ here, Wayne Weaver, plus 21, correct?
Plus 21.
Congratulations.
Appreciate it. Thank you so much.
So tell us how the round went. The good, the bad, the ugly.
Well, the good part is that it's over. The bad part is it's a tight course. It's University of Central Florida's home course. Lost a lot of balls today, but I just kept telling myself to stay in the fight. Stay in the fight. It was tough for me. It was tough for everyone out there. So I'm glad I was able to prevail today.
Yeah, I'm glad I brought extra golf balls for this trip because, man, I lost a lot too.
Absolutely, absolutely.
And I'm not used to going in and looking for balls and hearing critters move around.
Exactly.
So that's kind of like, nah, I'm just gonna, you know what, leave it there. You can keep it, and I'll just grab another one.
Gotcha.
So it came down pretty close to the very end.
Yeah.
When did you know, you know what, I have it in the bag. We're good. Let's just watch and see what else happens.
Well, I had an idea on my last hole, which was the par 3. I felt I could be a little aggressive on that. It ended up being too aggressive, ended up bogeying that, but I was still able to have a 2 or 3 stroke lead at that time. And I'm glad to be back on tour. I was on tour last year, but I had to stop to have my knee replaced in September.
Okay.
I'm a former Army Ranger, so both of my knees have been replaced. So it felt good to actually play a pain-free round.
Right. Well, thank you for your service.
Oh, thank you.
I'm glad you're back.
Yes.
First win of the season or first win for a while?
First win for a while. I won D Flight back in 2009. I had a series of injuries. I tore one Achilles, tried to come back, tore my other Achilles, tried to come back. I had my left knee replaced in 2018, and then just had my right knee replaced in September of 25. So
okay.
I think my lower extremities are all repaired now. I feel like the Bionic Man, so I'm ready to get after it for the next one.
Hey, man, well, you brought it out today.
Thank you.
Came out with a victory.
Thank you.
When are they going to see you next?
They'll see me for Black Bear.
Okay.
I'm going to take a week off and rest this old body and start my practice regimen again. And then they'll definitely see me for the next one for sure. Black Bear.
Well, again, congratulations.
Thank you.
We see you at Nationals this year?
You sure will. Hopefully, if I qualify.
All right. I think you will. If you won this one, I think you're going to have a pretty good season.
Right. Oh, thank you for your time. Thank you for the interview, and look forward to seeing you again.
No problem.
All right.
Talk.
Thank you.
All right. D-Flight champ, plus 17. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
How did it go out there? Tell us the good, the bad, the ugly.
Just a long day, man. It was a good day. I had a lot of fun with the guys. Some of them didn't play as good as I did, but we still had a lot of fun. A lot of good guys to play with. It's a very great tour.
Good. So it was rough out there. Holes are kind of in diabolical places.
Yeah.
Tell us, what was the best part of your game?
I chipped one in for birdie on a par 3. I was from the sand trap, and I actually got it from the sand trap in the hole for birdie.
Mm-hmm.
I was in a par 4. I was in 2 traps and parred the hole. So that's unusual. I had 2 good trap shots to par the hole. I hit the ball really well today. I was really smoking my driver most of the day until I got tired the last few holes, and I kind of lost it a little bit. But I was really killing my driver all day.
Yeah, it got hot today. The morning had a lot of clouds, and then the sun came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Could have helped, could have hurt. But for you, it looked like you were cruising the whole way all day today.
When I was playing good, man, I mean, I had like a 10-stroke lead or something like that most of the day, so I wasn't too worried about it. But I couldn't hold it together the last 2 or 3 holes. I mean, I think I went double, triple, but still I shot 89.
Right.
So
how did you know that you had the victory? When did you know that?
I guess whenever I looked at the leaderboard and the live score login.
Right.
Yeah, because the nearest guy was 10 strokes behind me with like 3 holes left.
So you could have tripled the whole way through and been okay.
Yeah, but I mean, I tried. I played hard all day long. They just got rough those last 2 or 3 holes.
I understand. So when are they going to see you next?
Whatever next tournament is, I'll be here.
Okay.
Yeah.
You play every event?
Yeah, pretty much. I also play some in Tampa. I used to be in the Tampa Tour, and I live in Bartow, so this is actually closer for me most of the time. So
Nice. Well, congratulations again.
Thank you.
We'll see you at Nationals?
Probably, yeah. I haven't been for a couple of years, but I don't have anybody to go with right now. The first 3 times I went, I had like 4 or 5 guys to go with. I think I quit going, so
I understand.
I'll probably go.
All right. Well, congratulations, and we'll see you.
Thanks, man.
Yep.
Let's take a break from the show to hear about Srixon's ZX Mark II drivers.
ZX Mark II drivers are for major players, major winners, major power. All new ZX Mark II drivers, only from Srixon.
Yeah, Tim. So, as you could tell, I went to the Orlando tournament while I was on vacation. I tell everybody I was on vacation at a tournament that was scheduled before my vacation. That's how we do it, right? We find tournaments around the country, and then you schedule your vacation around that.
Exactly.
Experience a membership that backs what you're building with American Express Business Platinum. Get 2 times membership rewards points per dollar on eligible purchases in key business categories, as well as on each eligible purchase of $5,000 or more, on up to $2 million in eligible purchases per calendar year. American Express Business Platinum. There's nothing like it. Terms apply. Learn more at americanexpress.com/business-platinum.
But it was cool because I got there and they were happy to see me. They were ecstatic that I was able to make it. And then during his announcements at the beginning of the tournament, he thanked me for being there, and he told everybody I'm going to be interviewing the champions, and they were all excited because that hardly happens at some of these tours. And these guys were just excited to talk to me about golf and their round and how it went. And I thought that was pretty cool to be able to give them that experience and have a good time with it, which is what we were able to do.
Yeah, and I really like the interview that you did with Armin. He obviously appreciates you being out there, but again, I think that we do have some tour directors that are interviewing winners and putting them on Facebook, and that's great. I think if everybody could do that'd be awesome. But I think there is something special with being on. Maybe I'm biased because it's us, but this goes out to everybody, and everybody sees it. Everybody listens to it, and it's just a little bit more of that, of what we say, where amateurs play like pros. Getting that interview, getting that trophy, and getting some recognition.
Yeah, and I mean, even in between interviews, you know how it is with the shotgun. Not everybody. You hope everybody comes in around the same time.
Right.
It doesn't work that way. But even in between interviews, just their normal public play, asking, what are you guys doing? What are you interviewing for? Yeah. Just explain to them, this is for our tour. This is what we do around the country. We try to give everybody the spotlight that they can, and them loving it, asking where to find us, where to listen. Even some of the members that didn't even know we had a podcast for them.
Yeah.
And being able to explain to them that we have something for everybody. So rules, what you name it. Talk about different tournaments. We have a good time here. And without our listeners, I mean, who knows where we'd be. So it was a good time. I'm glad I'm able to do that.
We'd be listening to the opening song.
You're right. You're right.
Oh, Jiminy Crickets, man. Jiminy Crickets. That's so funny. Anyway, but I'm glad you got out there, and as the season goes on, we talked a little bit this with Scott. As we're in the 3rd week of March when this comes out, and more and more tournaments are happening every single week. On both Golfweek side and the senior side, and real soon we're going to be at 25 to 30 plus tournaments a week.
Yeah, it's ramping up. I know the guys up north are probably getting excited because their weather is finally going to start clearing up pretty soon, and they get to start playing some golf.
Mm-hmm.
I had a gentleman from Denver come out to my event this past weekend. Loved what we do. Said he'll come back to some more. So they're itching to play. And then before you know it, it's gonna be full speed ahead, and we'll be at nationals together again.
Exactly. I'm just counting down right now, for this weekend coming up after it comes out, and we're at, I think we're going to be at 15.
Not bad.
15 golf week, and that's not even count seniors. But and that's last weekend in March. So,
wow.
And that's with some 2 days. That's with the Shoals Regional, which we'll talk about regionals here in a second. But we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 2 days this weekend coming up.
Wow. 2 days are fun, man.
Yeah.
2 days are fun because you can't win it in one day, but you could definitely lose it. And I can now tell you guys what we did at our 2 day. Remember, I kind of left the teaser the last time. But different tours do different things for 2 days.
Yeah.
And it just allows you to go and play some phenomenal courses within the weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Build that camaraderie. Jeez, I can't even say that word. Build that brotherhood, sisterhood, familyhood. I'm going to go with that. And, after day one, you're not rushing to get home. You can go have a drink in the restaurant at the course, 19th hole, grab something to eat and just hang out and have a good time.
Yeah. Yeah. So let's just run through these 2 days that are coming up this coming weekend. On the 28th and 29th in Eastern North Carolina, you got the Players Championship at Belmont Lakes Golf Club in Rocky Mount on Saturday and on Sunday. Same course on Sunday the 29th. On the 28th in Charlotte, it's the QC Cola Showdown at Edgewater Country Club. And on the 29th, they're at Lancaster Country Club. So they got 2 different courses. On the 28th in Kansas, so they're at the Emporia Golf Course, both days, Saturday and Sunday the 29th. In Vegas, Boulder Creek Major at Boulder Creek Golf Club. They're the Desert Hawk and Coyote courses. So good luck out there, guys. And if you haven't registered and you want to play this coming weekend, I'd hurry up and get over to the webpage and get registered.
Yeah, you got to register quick for some of these too.
Yeah.
Some of these regionals coming up. I mean, it's 3 now, right? You get 3 regional points, 100%.
Yep.
But as they get closer, they start filling up real quick. So I would recommend registering and paying if you can as quickly as possible to secure your spot.
Yeah. So, and I'm glad you said that because the one regional this weekend that I didn't mention was the Shoals Regional. They got on the 28th they're at Fightin' Joe, and on the 29th they're at Schoolmaster, and that's in Muscle Shoals, Alabama. And we had Jeff Helbig on last year to talk about those courses. And again, go back and listen to that episode because the Muscle Shoals area has a lot of it's rich in history that a lot of people don't know about, especially in the music industry. And so when you're not playing golf and you go up there, take part in some of those other things that are around, and you're gonna learn a ton about the music industry up there as well.
Right. There's where these regionals are located. There's a lot of other things you can do besides the golf. So if you go out there 2 days early or stay a couple days later, there's some things you can do around there. Make a little trip.
Exactly. And then, right here in the center of the page right now, I see somebody else. They've got March 28th at the NMT Showcase at New Mexico Tech Golf Club. Which tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, it's just a little gem right in the middle of nowhere. There's the next town is either an hour and a half north or hour and a half south, but it's a fun track, dude. They have one par 5 that is legit dogleg left to a dogleg right, 90 degrees, so you have to be precise with every shot. See, some days it can be super windy and you're in trouble, and some days it can be really clear and nice. And we've been going there a couple times in a row now, and they really love having us there. They provide lunch for us out after the round, which is nice, and we really have the whole course to ourselves that morning. So glad to go back there. Kind of get away from the heat that's starting to come in El Paso.
Come on now. You're already complaining, but it's March, dude.
It is March, and it's already 90 degrees at 7:30 in the evening. So to be able to go up in the mountain and have 70 degrees is nice. I don't get.
I can't help it. I mean, how long you live there? We joking about this before we came on. You've only been living there your whole life, right?
Right.
I mean,
It gets annoying after a while.
how long until it gets annoying? I mean, because you're 41 there. You're 41 now, right?
Yes.
So after 20 years, it gets annoying.
Yes. when you know what else is out there.
Oh, I love it. Oh my goodness gracious. That's funny, man. So when do you beat the heat one?
That one's in August this year.
Okay. Now, see, if it was August and you're doing that, I'd say, man, good for you. But it's March.
It's gonna be nice in August up there. High 70s. Just crisp air.
Well, good for you.
And we got Arizona. It's a dual event with Arizona, so they'll bring some guys down for that one. We'll see how we survive the painmakers.
And we'll do some interviews on that one too, right?
Oh, of course I have interviews for that one.
Okay. Well, let's talk about the regional schedules. Let's actually, since we got to we have to be more cognizant of seniors. Let's start with the senior schedule for regionals. The next one it's about a month away. It's April 14th and 15th, Senior Masters Regional at Cutter Creek Golf Club in Snow Hill. So seniors you got to get on that, and then another one's coming up. Is at Sequoia National on May 2nd and 3rd. And so if you're a senior and you haven't registered for these regionals, I would go ahead and get on them. I'm quite sure that they're going to sell out. And as we look at some of these other ones, World Golf Village always is a big one. Always sells out. Sandhills Regional, which is Mid Pines in Southern Pines, North Carolina, sells out. The Kingsmill one. Sean Redmond was talking about this last episode, so that's going to be a good one. And then we've got the oh my goodness, I lost my screen. There we go. Yeah, August 3rd and 4th. And that one will sell out too. So actually, I just pulled up Sawgrass. It's already sold out. You got to be kidding me on that one.
Wait list started. Get on that wait list. Definitely get on that wait list.
How about that?
That's a fun course. I remember playing that course.
100 players already sold out. Look at that.
And 42 on the wait list. Wow.
I'd still say get on the wait list because
You never.
You never really know, right? You never really know. So if you procrastinated on that one,
sorry,
don't do it again. But let's look at the golf week ones now, and we got a bunch of them coming up. You know, we just got finished 2 of them recently. Had the Virginia Masters on March 7th and 8th. Remember we had Sean on the Saturday night of that one, and then we just had the St. Patrick's Day Regional at True Blue, the golf club in Paulie's this past weekend. I'm sure there were a bunch of people complaining that they had to go to Myrtle Beach and play golf for a whole weekend. They're probably real upset about that.
Right.
We've got the Shoals one on March 28th and 29th, which is this coming weekend. But right around the corner, which ones we have right around the corner?
May 2nd and 3rd, the Ohio Regional. That one was a fun one.
Yeah, you better get on that because this is the last year for that one.
Yeah. Unfortunately, it is a bummer. It was a lot of fun, especially after the round. So definitely, if you're thinking about going to one, go to that one. May is the month for regionals.
Yeah.
May 2nd and 3rd, the Ohio Regional. Then May 16th and 17th, you have Smoky Mountain. The weekend of the 23rd, 24th, and I guess that's Monday the 25th, you have PGA West on the West Coast, and you have the Treasure Coast Regional on the East Coast.
Yeah, yes, it's PGA. We're at PGA West, and then PGA Golf Course, Wanamaker, and Ryder courses on the East Coast same weekend. It's pick a side, right?
Right.
I mean,
flip a coin, see which one you want to go with.
Yeah, you can't go wrong with that one. And then you've got
the last weekend of May.
Yeah, 2 more.
Another one in Florida, and then the one in Michigan that we went to a couple years back that I would love to go back to again.
Yeah, I'd love to get back there too. Yeah. So this is what I would suggest. Okay, and I don't want to call anybody's, I don't want to tilt the scale too much, right? But maybe go out to PGA West one weekend, and then the next weekend head over to the Sunshine State Regional at Cabot Citrus Farms. That way you hit both sides. What do you think?
Yeah. It'd be a lot of trouble, but yeah, you can make it work.
Or, I mean, that's you're up for that. I mean, you've done a lot of that recently.
Yeah, I have. It's a lot of work. If I had all the money in the world, I'd be at all of them.
I understand. I think we both would.
And it's not just because it's, it's the regional schedule. It's the competition between people away from your location.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you're going up against the top of the top that want to go out there and compete, and that's what drives me to go to these places. Is you're playing people that are gonna give their best and make you give your best times more,
right?
And then you make these relationships that you have, going in the nationals, going in the other regionals that you didn't know about. I mean, the guys we met at the 4-ball, we still talk to, periodically on social media, but it's still cool to have people like that you know around the country that if you're visiting there, you can call them up and book a tee time and play some cool horses.
Yeah. It's that we can't talk about it enough that it's yes, golf is the main draw, but there's so much more that goes on around it that is really drawing people. So best thing I can tell you to do is get out of the house, go play some golf. Sign up either for a local tournament, a another tours tournament or regional, and just get out there and start playing golf and meet new people and have fun. That's what it's all about, man. So I got a question for you about your website.
Oh.
Okay. Here we go. So when you go to your website, your first 2 tournaments, January 24th and February 7th, have lines. So what's the story here?
The tournament's complete.
What about February 28th?
I just forgot. It's complete, though.
It's complete.
You have to do it. I mean,
You've already played the February 28th tournament?
right. It's a visual that has been done. You know, the champion picture's already up there, but I'm just covering all bases, so nobody asks me if that tournament's been completed or not.
March 14th, 15th.
That one I'm working on today, okay? As we're recording, after we record, I'm going to complete that. Been sick all week, man. Jesus, give me a break.
All right.
I'm telling you, I had a great time in Orlando.
Mm-hmm.
No allergies. Which you would think I'd have more allergies because of the trees
right,
and the grass. Had no issues. The second I land into El Paso and get off the plane, my throat swells up and I'm sneezing like crazy. And I caught a sinus infection and I've been out for 4 days, literally in bed. I guess I have to move to Orlando, and my wife's not gonna argue that one. I guarantee you that.
What about the boys?
They won't argue it either, but you know, I want to go somewhere where I can run a tour, and right now Armin's doing a great job.
Orlando's not it.
Gave up his tour.
Orlando's not it.
So
you'll take the sinus infections for now?
I have to take that for now. Until he decides to leave and then give me a call.
Well, so I was away again. I told you I was in Dallas, and when I go to conferences like this, it wears me out. I mean, I get wore out. And we were supposed to go to dinner on Monday night, and I was waiting. It wasn't quite the lobby, but it was near where the conference was in this conference hotel, and waiting for my friends to go to dinner, and I'm sitting in a chair. I fell asleep in a chair around all these people, and I woke up probably 45 minutes later, and my friend texted me and said they couldn't find me. I had to tell I was sleeping in a chair. I just wonder how many people took a picture of me and it's going to show up, you know, on Facebook or something. You
You never know. At least nobody drew on your face.
That's good, isn't it? Isn't it? So
it's a good.
It's. I told you I just got to be me. I mean, you just got. Because generally, if we're out somewhere and I'm tired, I'll just say I got to go, and I'll go home, go to bed. If I'm at my house, and there are people over, I'll just go to bed. I'm just tired, and you guys can stay. You can leave if you leave. Close the door behind you. Whatever. I'm tired. So yeah. So when we talk about staying up till 2:00 and there's no bourbon involved, there's
no reason for that.
There's no reason for that. Exactly. If there's bourbon involved, I'm okay.
I understand.
You know? So anyway, that is what it is.
Oh, I
What else you got going on?
My flight. Well, no, my flight from Orlando got delayed 3 hours. And then they were like, we're going to try and beat this storm. So we're going to go all the way up to Kansas City. And then down to El Paso. It's going to be a 3.5 hour flight, this and that. I was like, oh, I'm going to be home by 3 a.m. And luckily they were able to cut across when the storm opened up a little bit and still got home at 2 a.m. So I understand when you say that.
How big is El Paso Airport?
Average. I've been to a couple. It's about, I mean, I don't know how square feet, but It's a big.
It's not Orlando.
National airport. No.
Okay.
it's not
Okay.
Orlando, no.
Okay, but so is Savannah, and Savannah's got like 5 gates.
You're right.
Okay.
Ours has a Southwest wing, and then we have a United and Delta wing.
Okay. And would you fly?
Helps. I always fly Southwest.
Yeah. So how is it with the new boarding system?
I love it.
Okay.
I don't have to fight people. Don't have to pray that nobody sits next to me. And just go straight to my seat.
Well, I flew Delta for the first time in years. This time, and I got it cheaper than Southwest.
Okay.
First class out. Comfort plus class on the way back, cheaper than I could Southwest.
Wow.
Yeah. And number one, I was really surprised about that. But there's a but. The flight was fine. Service was fine. It's nothing that. Sometimes on Southwest you feel packed in. Sometimes it's not a full flight. A lot of times, especially going from out of Savannah, you're not on full flights, right?
Okay.
You fly to Savannah to Baltimore, which is that's a route I normally do. Or Baltimore, Savannah, it's not a full flight. So I went from Savannah to Atlanta to Dallas, and then the same route on the way back, and we were packed. And Delta, even the Comfort Plus seatings, you're packed in there. It was tight. I didn't like it.
I think there's pros and cons with every airline now.
Yeah.
And it is what it is.
So our whole point we're talking about airlines is go ahead and register, book a flight, get out to these regionals.
Yep. There you go. Southwest or Delta.
But the one thing I do like with Delta, I knew where my bags were all the time. They would send me text updates. Here they are. Here they are. Here they are.
Southwest started doing that, but they don't send you text updates. You have to log on and put your confirmation code, and then it tells you if it was scanned in or not. But even then, I have air tags on every one of my bags, and I look on there to see if they're under me or not.
Well, you have to show me how to use this AirTag stuff. I can't figure it out. It's up on the wall somewhere. and that's another thing that's funny. So, in the airport shops, right? You go and buy water. Let's just say I was buying water, and
$20.
pull my credit. Well, it's not. It's you're stuck there. It is what it is. But I pulled my credit card out, and I've got it wrong, and I stick it into the card machine wrong. And she says, you can just tap. I'm like, I know. I just can't remember to always do that. I said, if there was a slider there, I would actually slide it. That's how old I am. So, you don't have to make fun of me.
I never pull out my wallet when I'm in the airport. Everything's on my phone, through my phone. Anywhere I go, if I can pay with my phone, I'll pay with my phone.
And see, I get that. I've got it all, but I don't. It's just a habit, of.
You're older than me. I understand.
I know. I get it.
I understand.
All right. So let's leave it at that. Old man, it's got to go to bed. Before it gets to be 2:00 and there's no bourbon.
I'm gonna put a rocker chair for you next time.
Actually, it is.
Don't. That better be our thumbnail picture of you in a rocking chair.
I'll see what I can do. All right, my friend. It's good seeing you.
Likewise.
everybody get out there, register for tournaments, start playing tournaments, get these regionals filled up, and let's get down the road to the national championship.
Yeah. Come down to El Paso if you want to feel some real heat.
In March.
And you can defend me against the weatherman over here.
Oh my God. So, all right, before we go, there's one last question for real this time. Where is it hotter right now? Is it hotter where you are or where Gabe is?
Where Gabe is.
I don't hear Gabe complaining.
We don't have Gabe on here at all. But they're in the hundreds.
Right now?
Yeah.
Hold on. I'm pulling it. Hold on a second here. Where's he at? Is he in Phoenix or is he in Tucson?
Phoenix.
Wow. 100.
Told you.
All right. I don't hear Gabe complaining. So
We're going to get him on the next episode and he'll complain all he can. Guarantee you that much.
All right, my friend. Good seeing you. Best to the family. Good luck this weekend, and we'll talk soon.
Yes, sir. We'll talk.
Take care.
Have fun.